Did you know that 76% of people in the world, according to research, experience at least one major trauma in their lifetime?
Only one?
I know, it's shocking, isn't it? You'd think it would be more. My name's Shawn Doyle. I'm CEO of Shawn Doyle Training. I'm a professional speaker, a trainer, a book author, and an executive coach. And this is
Rachel Doyle, COO of Shawn Doyle Training, a book author and a life coach.
And it's interesting because today we're going to talk about a story that we really thought long and hard about sharing because we weren't sure, but we finally came to the conclusion that this story is really important to share because we think that by sharing this story and the tips and the techniques and the ideas, it will help you get through adversity.
Even though it's personal to us, we were hoping to help other people by sharing it.
That's exactly right. And by the way, this concept, these principles are based on our book, How to Get Motivated and Stay Positive During Tough Times, because guess what? There'll always be tough times. So August 25th, I'm sure when you think about the date August 25th, you probably think, well, nothing comes to mind. I mean, maybe it's your birthday or your anniversary, but it's a date that we will always remember. We were on our way to church on a beautiful Sunday morning. The birds were chirping and just a beautiful day, a lot of cloud in the sky, and the phone rang. And it's like, Sunday morning, the phone rang. So I answered the phone, hello, Shawn Doyle? Yes. This is Temple Lung Transplant calling. I was like, oh. And he said, we have a lung offer for you, a double lung offer for you. Now, I think it's funny the way that they say that, a double lung offer. Like I'm going to say no. And I said the one thing that I swore I would never say. I said, are you kidding me? And he goes, sir, in a soft voice, I would never kid about a thing like that. So we turned the car around and off we went to Temple Lung Center in Philadelphia to begin the process of getting a double lung transplant. Now, I've been a motivational speaker all of my adult life. And it's really interesting because everything was going great. And then, boom. Okay, maybe it wasn't boom, maybe it was more of a little cough. But I got just this little cough. Now imagine the irony, a professional speaker with a little cough. And someone noticed that and said,
I don't think that's normal.
Right, so
You don't cough all the time. People have allergies, people have this, but something was definitely wrong.
So we started seeing a series of doctors, and the cough didn't get better. It just actually got worse.
Till finally one doctor decided on a chest x-ray. And that's when it was discovered Shawn had idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis.
Yeah, and it's a very serious disease. It's, as you know, the scarring of the lungs. And the average lifespan of somebody diagnosed with idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis is unfortunately 5 years. And thus begin our journey. Now, here's the irony. I've never smoked in my entire life. I've never worked in agriculture. I've
Any
never worked
industry that is noted to cause it.
Right.
So, therefore, idiopathic.
That's
No
right.
idea what caused it.
So because Rachel is very resourceful, she was able to get me an appointment with the head of Temple Lung Center in Philadelphia, a world-renowned pulmonologist. And when we went down and we met with Dr. Kreiner, he said, well, Shawn, I can confirm that you do have idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. And it was a shock to both of us because, I've always been a healthy person. And just to be told that like out of the blues was very shocking.
But that could be of anyone. We all figure we're healthy until something can happen.
That's exactly right. And so what happened from that point is Dr. Kreiner said, well, I'm going to put you on some medication. He said it's not going to cure the disease or make the disease go away, but
it will at least slow the progression of the disease.
And that worked quite well, keeping the disease at bay. Now, before we move into the 3 tips, we want to point out something very, very important. Believe it or not, right now in the United States, there are 108,000 people waiting for a transplant.
and 17 people die a day waiting.
So what we're asking of you today is to actually go.
Consider being an organ donor. All you have to do is go to donors1.org. Takes only a few minutes to register to be an organ donor.
And it's so easy. There's the button like right up there at the top. You just push the button and boom. So make sure to do that. And when you go to the driver's license office, it's really super easy. So they say, would you like to be an organ donor? And the answer is yes. Please say yes, because I know the difference that it has made in our life. So please make a difference in other people's life. That's why it's called the gift of life.
Please consider it. Thank you.
And so we also have some tips for you. So tip number 1, right, is you got to make sure that you enjoy every single day. Don't take life for granted, because you're not guaranteed every single day, and
you have to live every day like it's your last, because one day you will be right.
That's exactly right. So enjoy your day and take every single minute and make sure you make the most of it. Secondly, if you have a problem, an issue, a concern, a challenge, find an expert.
An expert. Someone who knows and can help you a lot better, because we can't know everything. So it's important to seek out someone who really can help you with whatever adversity you're dealing with.
And it's interesting because we're blessed enough to live an hour away, 1 hour away from the #1 transplant program in the United States. And, how blessed are we to have that? But to be able to find those experts and to be able to connect with them, and they took such great care of me, is pretty incredible. Now, number 3 is really interesting because you need to stay positive.
Easier said than done.
Yeah,
How are you going to stay positive during those most difficult times of your life? It is possible, and here's how.
Yeah, I mean, we do get that challenge from people all the time. I go, well, you need to be positive. What do you mean be positive? It's possible during what I'm going through. Well, it is possible. So one of the ways that you really want to be more positive is to associate yourself with what we call EBCs. They're energy building champions.
You know who they are. They're the friends or family members that always have the positive side. They always look at the bright side of things. They're not there to bring you down. They're there to build you up.
And it could be a family member, positive family member. It could be a friend. It could be a member of the clergy. It could be somebody who's part of a group that you belong to. But they're the ones who are going to say, you can do this. You're okay. You got it, right? And then the other form of EBCs is what you consume.
Definitely. Not just what you consume for physical strength and health, but what you consume mentally. Very, very important during these times.
So we always say you have to be very careful what you focus on, very careful what you read, very careful what you watch, very careful what you listen to, because there's so much negative stuff that you can consume online and on television. You've got to really make sure during these tough times, right, that you expose yourself to positive stuff to bring you up, to motivate you and inspire you. So hopefully these are some helpful tips today. Make sure to go below to subscribe, because you want to make sure that you tune into part 2. Also, you want to hit the link for our book, and you can buy the book there.
Stay tuned. So come back and hear the rest of the story.
Thanks so much for your time today.